Charlotte here from One Woman, and I'm here with the amazing Rhonda Mincey. I had the honor and privilege to first meet Rhonda in Jacksonville, where she blew the stage away and our audience away with just a powerful, powerful, powerful talk. Rhonda is the CEO of Great Success LLC. She's an author, she's a speaker, and she's an absolutely brilliant spoken word artist. Welcome, Rhonda. How are you today?
Hi, Charla. I am wonderfully well, and it is such a delight to be with you and to share some of my things that we're going to talk about today. So I'm excited.
Absolutely. And you have so much that's going on. So it was only a few months ago that we were there in Jacksonville and you were lighting up the stage, and you went on to really build a whole brand and a concept of things that you are releasing. I didn't realize how talented you were as a spoken word artist until lately that I've really gotten to know you. And I'd like to start there in terms of kind of where that came from. Is that something that you are always interested in? And is that something that just comes natural to you?
Well, good question. Here's the thing. Yes, it does come very natural to me. I've been writing, had the gift of writing since I was a little girl, and I got it from my mother. And I had not really done a whole lot with my poetry and my gift for writing. And until recently, actually, when I was at the One Woman Fearless event in Jacksonville, as you mentioned, and I decided to challenge the women. And I had written a poem entitled I Dare You. And I thought, what better place and what better environment than to let these women know that, listen, I am daring you to soar and to dream and to do everything that you want to do because you're here at this event for a reason. And what I did not know was the reception that I would get from actually reciting the poem. And I don't know if you can recall, the poem is a little lengthy, but it is so heartfelt. And I tell you what, once I finished being on fire, just declaring some things for these women, oh my gosh, they stood up and applauded and were like, drop the mic, that was perfect, we can go home now. So it was so fulfilling for me to actually use my gift of poetry to inspire and to motivate, those women that were there. And so now I am even more encouraged myself to go full-fledged out with my gift of rhyme, as I like to say, and just see where that takes me. I'm just really excited about it. As a matter of fact, that was something that I did want to do. And so that stage in Jacksonville really set the tone for me that, yes, Rhonda, you get out here and you use your gift and you inspire and, you put your passion out there. And oh my gosh, it is truly a blessing for me to be able to do that.
Yes, and absolutely. Like just watching the impact that it had as you said those powerful words, how you said those powerful words, that women were literally mesmerized, not just mesmerized, but on the edges of their seat as to what was coming next. Everybody just absorbed and sucked up every word of it, and how that it really challenged and dared them in their own lives. And what I love the most is really this is spun off for you, just watching the response of those women in the room that day and their call to action. That's really what it was, wasn't it? Like a call to action saying, I dare you. I double dog dare you.
Yes,
really
yes.
women to action, and that women were wanting to step up. And that's what I'm finding from women around the world, because as you know, I travel far and wide to empower women, is that women are ready to step up and step out. They're just not sure how to do it. And that's what I love, is that you really created a way that not just through your words, through that powerful speech and through that, but really developed an entire webinar, Dare to Dream, encouraging women and helping them to take that first step. Or if they've already started daring, to take that next right
Yes.
step. So let's talk
Yes.
a little bit about that, because that's coming up soon. It's a completely free webinar for women to be able to sign up and be able to be a part of. But let's talk about, what was in your mind and what you want women to experience through this webinar.
Yes, so one thing that I remember, Charlotte, going back to Jacksonville right quick, when I finished the poem and we had video and all of that and some pictures, and I'll never forget seeing one of the audience members. She was standing up at the end and she was wiping tears from her eyes. And so I know that what I had said had really resonated with her. Excuse me. And what I thought about was, oh my gosh, how powerful is that? Because I meant every word of that poem, every word. And even when I read it, some of the women were anticipating, like you said, and then they would finish the sentence. They were so engrossed in it, they would finish what I was getting ready to say. And so, therefore, as a result of all of that, I said, you know what? I am going to create a webinar because I know people want to. They want to dream. They want to do something bigger, right? So now I need to give them the permission. I need to give them the power.
Mm-hmm.
They already have the passion, right? But I
Mm-hmm.
also need to give them the push to go ahead and do this thing because you can. And here's the thing, I know they can because I did the same thing. I was that woman who wouldn't take the stage. I was that woman who would not dare to dream big. But one day I had an awakening. I had a come to myself meeting. And I knew that I had to dare, get out there and dream big. And part of my dreaming big is to empower other women to do the exact same thing. So, this webinar, Dare to Dream, oh my gosh, it is going to be an afternoon of inspiration. But not only that, we're going to take action. So the women are going to have to, declare what their dream is. We're going to identify some of the things that stop us or block us from accomplishing that dream. And then we're going to talk about the whys. Why is it so important for us, regardless of our circumstance, regardless of those things that try to come against us? Why must we still dare to dream? Because it is so important. So what is at stake? So we're going to even, discuss all of those things, and it's going to just be a really fun and festive day, but one that I believe women will walk away and saying, you know what, Rhonda, I accept that dare. You daring me to dream? You don't know what you're asking of me. I accept that challenge, and I can't wait to see what people do, what these women do as a result of this Dare to Dream webinar.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, so exciting. And if somebody's watching this right now and says, well, I don't know if that's for me, because I think a lot of women automatically dull their light, say maybe that's for somebody else. Maybe
Ooh,
they're in a
good.
bad place right now, especially with all that's going on in the world. Maybe they are feeling hopeless,
Mm.
dream, oh my goodness, I'm not even sure if that's me, like who is this for? And what is it that people can get from daring to dream, you know?
Hmm. Well, yes, this webinar is for those women that you mentioned, not only for those who are raring to go, who know that they have the passion, they have the fire, and they have all it takes to go ahead and dream, but it's also for those who are hesitant, who are thinking, listen, we're in a pandemic. I have bills to pay. I have other things I need to be concerned with. I'm going to put my dreams on hold right now because I have other pressing issues. I totally get it. I do. I understand that. And what I would say to those women is now is the perfect time. now more than ever is the time for us to dream. Because if we don't do it now, when will we do it? If we don't need hope now, when will we need hope?
Mm-hmm.
So now during this downtime, this is the time for us to rise and shine. This is the moment for us to pull and dig deep and decide, what is my future going to look like? Because we have the power to determine that. Even in a pandemic, we are not powerless. And so it is for all of those women, it runs the gamut. Those who don't think they can do it, they don't have the time to dare, they don't have the energy to dare, to even dream. Guess what? I am here. I will dream big enough for every woman because it's that important. And I will hold their hand, I will guide them and say, girl, you better go get that thing. And I will be your biggest cheerleader. And I mean, you better not quit till you get it. So it's for every woman, Charla, who
Yeah.
has a dream.
Yeah.
And it is so important for us to do this because our future is at stake. So much is at stake if we don't, right?
Mm.
Part of dreaming big is fulfilling our purpose. And so if we don't do that, then what? We can't continue to settle. Part of my poem in my I Dare You poem, I talk about settling for second and indecision, right? So we can't be indecisive and we can't just settle for second and be complacent. No, now more than ever, the world needs our gifts. And it is time for us to dare to dream and to dream big and bold and in full color.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I love that. And also to have dreams for yourself and your
Mm,
life, because wouldn't you say that women are often helping everybody else achieve their dreams? Their
yes.
jobs, through their careers, their
Oh,
children, their family, their
oh,
spouse,
wow.
their
Yeah.
partner, everyone. And how important it is that we have our own dreams, and that if you lost sight of those somewhere along the way, that this webinar is really going to ignite that spark, that you're going to remember all those dreams. Maybe it's going back from when you were a little girl, the dreams that you had,
Oh,
or
that's good.
something along the way, that today's the day,
Yeah.
that even through the circumstances
Yes.
and everything that we're going on right now, that today is the day that everything has set you up for this moment, and maybe this is your moment to
Mm.
dream, right?
Yes, absolutely. And I so love that. And I think during the self discovery, women may surprise themselves by remembering, oh my gosh, I did want to do this. It's like dusting off the old, ballet shoes and say, yeah, I did want to be this professional dancer or whatever that thing is that they've forgotten about or just pushed back or repressed or suppressed for whatever reason. And like you say, Charla, as women, yes, we take care of so many other people and we oftentimes do put our dreams on the back burner. But today is a new day. No longer. This is our time to shine and to accomplish our dreams. We need to write those down, and so therefore we know what we're shooting for. And I think that's part of one of the toughest things to do is just to actually articulate, this is what I want for myself as a woman, and this is what I deserve as a woman, and this is what I'm going to make happen for me, not for my family, my boss, and everyone else. Love them, they have their place, yes, but what about Rhonda, and what about all these other women? Put your name in that blank. What are you doing to really realize your dream and to live up to your full potential? And that is the question. And so once you identify and recall what that dream is, now guess what? We can't just put it on a paper. We have to make it active and we have to chase that thing down. with every fiber of our being, every breath that we have, so that we can accomplish that and so that we can be a fulfilled and whole person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Excited to wake up every morning, knowing that you have
Yes.
passion and purpose in this world, you know?
Yes.
Rhonda, you ignite a spark in everyone around you. I watched it that day.
Thank
You
you.
have a contagious energy that's just absolutely beautiful. You're an amazing coach and mentor to so many women. I watched how you just inspire others. Where did all this come from? Your desire to really want to empower women, to really want to help women dream and grow and to see their value and worth in this world. Where does that come from?
Oh, where did that come from? My desire has been to help others, and I truly believe that that's a gifting that I have. I'm a natural encourager, always have been. I am a giver to the core, always have been. I make that a priority. So I do invest in the lives of other women, and I know that is what I am on this earth to do, because not only do I have the knowledge, the skills, the experience, and the passion, right? But I also feel I have a duty and a mandate to
Mm.
pass the torch to other women. I know when I was coming along in a single parent household, I had my mom, still do, she cheered me on, and that was great. However, it would have been so nice for me to have another woman mentor, right? A coach, someone to guide me and say, oh, these are your skills, these are your attributes, and do this, and have you considered this? And oh, you have this gift of poetry. What are you doing with it? This is what you can do with it. I did not necessarily have someone to do that for me. And so I feel it is an incumbent upon myself that when I recognize talent in a woman, to help bring it out and to help them realize what's inside of them. And so when I get up every day, I know I'm getting up for a real purpose. For me, it's not about just inhaling and exhaling, right? It's not just about taking a breath. It's about making a difference in the lives of women. As I say, I am not leaving my legacy, Charlotte. I am living my
Mm.
legacy. So
Mhm.
everything I do every day, for me, it is about how can I help build someone else? How can I lift them up? How can I really pass the torch to another woman so that she can then pass that same torch to another woman? And the
Mhm.
cycle continues. And that is where I get it from. It's just who I am. It is ingrained in my DNA. Excuse me, I cannot explain it. But that's how God created me. And I'm so thankful to actually be walking in my purpose by helping women to become their best selves. And it's just what I do, it's what I love doing, it's what I'm great at doing. And I'm very thankful to be able to do just that.
Yes. Well, we are so thankful that you're doing just that, Rhonda, and that
Thank
you inspire other women to do the same, because that's what we're all called here to do, is to
yes,
use the gifts that we've been given to best help and serve others in this world and discovering what those are. And that's what you're helping women do. And so we're so
yes.
thankful for that. So let's talk about the details for the webinar, because women, ladies, you do not want to miss this. I'm so excited to take this and discover more about myself, that even as a woman who feels like I'm living, daring to dream every day, for us, we can all dare to dream even a bigger dream. So when is the webinar coming up, Rhonda, and how do ladies go about reserving their space? Because there's limited spaces, so we want women to sign up early.
Yes, absolutely. So the webinar is going to be held on Saturday, July 25th at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
And for women to go ahead and register, they can go to my personal website, rhondamincy.com. And again, it's just my name, Rhonda, Mincey.com. And they can get all the information there. We're going to have an exciting afternoon together. And so I'm looking forward to people reserving the date, registering, and then coming up ready to dream big.
Absolutely. And we're going to post those links below so that you can click on there, you can reserve and get your spot because it's coming up soon and those spaces are going to go quickly. So make sure you sign up early. We're also going to include the links for Rhonda's social media page through Facebook so that you can hear Rhonda more because as I mentioned, she's a brilliant spoken word artist. She's going to be putting out more things that inspire you, things that you can get involved with. And if you want to be a part of a tribe of women who support, uplift, and encourage each other, there's not a better one that I know of. That, you know, Rhonda will be there wholeheartedly every step of the way, just as she said. And so if you're really looking for that support, that encourage, that inspiration to meet other like-minded women, that definitely get involved with her pages and what she has going on because yeah, she's been one of the biggest blessings in my life and most amazing women that I've had the pleasure of getting to meet and know. And so I look forward to being a part of everything that she has going on. So Rhonda, do you have any final thoughts for the ladies before we go?
My final thoughts to the ladies is that, listen, it is our time to shine. This is the time for us to make our presence known in a mighty way. And it is time for us to dream big, and we can do it, and we will do it. So I look forward to helping you any way that I can, any step of the way in the process. And I look forward to seeing you at the webinar.
Awesome. So ladies, see the link below, sign up. I dare you. Rhonda, double dog dares you.
I double dog dare you to do it. That's right.
So everyone, thanks so much for watching today, learning a little more about the amazing Rhonda Mincey, and definitely check out her pages and all the great things that she has coming up. Sign up and join us on the webinar coming up on July 25th. We look forward to seeing you there where we'll dare to dream together. So everybody have a fabulous day. Bye-bye.